So it only took me 6-7 months to finally get this car, but it's finally here and I'm really excited about this. So here it is. This is the 2025 Mini Cooper John Cooper Works, and the sales manager here was kind enough to get me a nice spec to do this video with. And I mean a really nice spec. Nanook white with a red roof. This thing looks amazing. And the 18-inch wheels, the black trim, those red stripes. It's just a beautiful car. And I love the changes they made to the vehicle. They've gone with this gloss black trim instead of the traditional like matte black. Really, really nice there. Bright red John Cooper Works brakes, bright red mirror caps, bright red roof, that new rear spoiler, which looks really, really nice. Those new taillights, the new rear diffuser, that center exit exhaust right there, and there's a surprise under the underside there that I'll show you in a bit. And it's just a beautiful car. And yes, it is now a Mini Cooper John Cooper Works. They've gone to a different naming system. So the hardtop, the convertible, and the four-door hardtop are now called the Cooper, whereas the Countryman is just called the Countryman. So different naming system. Some people might find that a little hard to get used to, but it works. So beautiful paint scheme. This Nanook white has a really nice pearl finish in the paint. Love that. They've gone to a cleaner aesthetic, as you all saw, but the interior is really cool. Now, the JCW dashboard with the red accents right there, the little black and red strap right there, the screen's still protected because the car is pretty much just off the truck. The JCW bucket seats, it really is just a nice vehicle. And of course, those new John Cooper Works logos on the sill plates and everywhere else on the car. Now under the hood is where things get really exciting because they've done some tweaking here. It is the B48 engine, so the B48 is back for the JCW for the US market, and it's not just any B48. Yes, it has 228 horsepower, so did the previous one. But this thing, and I'm not sure how they did it, has 280 pound-feet of torque. That is insane. Given the fact that the previous model had 236, 235, this has 280. So this thing is going to have a lot of torque, and it's going to be pretty exciting when it comes time to drive it. Now, as far as everything else goes, it is a regular JCW hardtop. It has all the bells and whistles that you would expect for a JCW hardtop. It even has the cameras for the autonomous driving features, as well as adaptive cruise control and things like that. It has a new front grille, very, very nice. There's your auxiliary cooler right through there. And they've gone to a 215/40/18 tire instead of the original 205. So bigger tire, a little bit better grip, more contact patch. These new wheels, which look really, really nice. They almost look like little tuning forks there. And the new JCW center caps, the new JCW brakes. Very, very nice setup there. And they have dynamic damping. So it is a mechanical system. So if you want to do coilovers, you can. But this suspension works incredibly well. Now, when you go to the inside of the vehicle, you'll also notice now it has power seats in this particular configuration, which is really nice. And if you flip the seat forward, it will slide forward so you can get your passengers in the back seat. But who are we kidding? You're going to be driving this all by yourself, and you're not going to take any passengers with you, because why would you want to? They could ruin all the fun, especially if you want to go really fast. Now, of course, the materials are a little bit different than you would find on the Cooper S. It is the same style of seat, but it has this black Veskin material and a cloth material up at the top with a red stripe. Really, really nice there. And more red accents. So there's red accent on the little box right here that you can fit all your snacks and stuff in there. Cup holders, wireless charging, USB-C down here, and of course your information up here. I learned a little trick though with the navigation system recently, and that is your little cursor right there changes based on what driving mode you're in. So we can change this and we can get a yellow Mini. Change it again, we get one with a little roof design. But if I switch the experience mode to, let's say, green, that navigation cursor changes. It's now a little Mini with flowers on top, or just a little green Mini. Now, if I change the experience mode again to, let's say, vivid, go back to navigation, it's back to that little Mini again. But the driving modes basically change what your navigation is going to show you. Case in point, this little luggage rack thing on the top of the car. It's pretty cool. Now, if you put it in, I think balance mode has a different one as well. Yep, little blue one. There you go. Now, go-kart mode, we're going to save that for later because that's going to be pretty fun. But nice interior overall. The new steering wheel is really, really nice. I like this new JCW badge right here and the new strap for the lower spoke of the steering wheel. It's just really, really nice inside. but we're going to do something really fun that I am really excited about, and I really mean this. And that is, we're going to drive this car, because this is the first time I've driven the new JCW and I haven't done it yet. So this is going to be pretty exciting, so let's get to it. Now, like I said, I've been waiting for a while to do this, and I am super excited to finally get to drive the new JCW hardtop. It even sounds pretty aggressive too. I genuinely love this. This is really exciting. And there we go. We got our G meter, we got our pound-feet of torque, our horsepower, our speed, and everything else we could possibly want. Let's do this. Now, I may have to buy one, but we'll see what happens with that. I just don't have the money right now. But if this car impresses me, it's a possibility. But I don't know if I get in a Nook white. Different color maybe? Chili red? It even has Harman Kardon, so I get my music too while I drive, which is really nice. Now, I don't miss the instrument binnacle right here. I actually like the head-up display. I know a lot of people really wanted their little instrument cluster right there. I don't miss it. I feel like it was kind of in the way anyway, so not having it there doesn't bother me as much. Plus, I got my speed right there, my speed right there, so I know exactly where I'm going, and I can get going. And we're going to punch it. Okay, that was fun. The torque, I love the torque. And it has paddle shifters. Okay, we're gonna put in sport, automatic. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm in 6th gear, I'm in 5th gear, so if I upshift to 6, now I'm in manual mode. So now I got my paddle shifters working, and I'm having fun. It feels quicker, weirdly, compared to the previous car. Maybe it's that torque. 280 pound-feet of torque is really impressive. Those numbers are really good. Even with the horsepower being the same, the torque is where it's at, and this has so much torque. Almost JCW GP3 torque. And I'm manual shifting this the whole thing, so. Now, if people would learn how to drive in Kansas City, this would be a lot more fun, but they don't know how to drive around here, so. Makes it just a little bit more annoying. Okay, I've been waiting for this for a while. Miriam loop. Oh my God. Up, debris. Okay. I like this. This was nice. This is fun. This is really fun. Oh my God. So much torque. Holy smokes. The grip is insane. I love this car. It is incredible. 7-speed dual clutch transmission works incredibly well. The brakes work really well. This just feels really, really good, and it stops really, really nice. It accelerates really, really nice. I love it. I think it's great. So overall, driving feel, really, really good. Feels very much like the previous generation. Feels even better, I think, weirdly. I think it's the seats. Maybe the seats are just more comfortable. I don't know why. The torque is impressive. The fit and finish is really, really good. The interior looks nice. The G meter right there, all sorts of G right there. That was pretty impressive. I like the fact that it shows me how much horsepower I'm using. I'm literally using 13 horsepower right now. 228 horsepower car, and I'm using like 13 horsepower right now. That's insane. But I love that it shows me those numbers and a nice setup here so I know what I'm using when I'm driving it like this. And then I have navigation if I need it. And if you go up to the navigation, you get your little red Mini, and if you press and hold, it gets a little rear spoiler too. So nice little detail right there. So after that, all I can say is, wow, this is quite an impressive little car. And it's really good. They've done a lot to make the car even better than the previous one. Do I miss the manual transmission? Absolutely. But the 7-speed dual clutch in here works incredibly well. The 228 horsepower, the 280 pound-feet of torque, that is insane. The overall configuration of the vehicle is really, really well done. The aesthetics are really, really nice. The accessories you can even get for this. And by the way, speaking of accessories, you can put some pretty cool wheels on this car, as I'm about to show you. So if you decide that you want something different, there's two more JCWs in the showroom here. There's a Legend Gray and there is an Ocean Wave Green. The Ocean Wave Green, though, has the rally spoke wheels from Mini for the JCW, and those look really, really impressive. Really, really nice look. And the two in the showroom have the JCW canards, as you can see right here. So, and this one has the additional wing applique and the C-pillar trim too. So really, really nice overall. It just looks really, really good. So about that exhaust, if you go underneath the vehicle, you will see an extra pipe. There's a valve in there. And at 3,000 RPM, it opens up, giving you a bit more noise. But on top of that, the car has plenty of cargo space. The trunk is just as roomy as the previous one. You fold down the seats, you have even more space. The overall fit and finish is phenomenal. It just looks really, really clean and tidy, and I like the minimalist aesthetic. I like the clean lines. I think it looks fantastic. Do I think it looks better than my Mini? Well, I love my Mini. I like this car too. So remains to be seen if I were to get another one. But if I were to buy another JCW, I may consider one of these. However, I've also considered other ones, but you'll have to wait for a future video on that. It's an incredible car. I think it is a refined version of the previous car. I think it's fantastic. And as always, I want to thank Baron Mini for letting me take their car out and use it for a video. They've helped me with literally every video I've done that's involved a car review, because they are the only dealership in Kansas City that you can get Minis from, and they have more than just this JCW. They have two more in that showroom, as you saw. So if you want something really decked out, they have one. But they got three. They have other cars that are configured really nicely. The sales manager here does a lot of cool stuff. This one is another home run in terms of equipment and in terms of configuration. Just really, really, really pretty car. But this is the one JCW I was waiting for that I finally got to review, and I like it. I think it's really, really good. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think this is a great looking JCW? Do you think this is a refined version of the previous generation? Do you think this car is just a good vehicle? Let me know in the comments. And if you like what you see, check out more content on this channel at the end of this video. Thanks for watching. I will see you all in the next one.